Hello and welcome to the Hoolahoop help video where I will be going over how to create a blog in Hoolahoop and how to add blog posts to that blog once we have it up and running. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to log into Hoolahoop. So I'm just going to type in my username here and then my password here. And then I'm going to hit the login button here. And the first thing that we are going to do is create a page that we will then bind the blog to. Once we've done that, we will be able to create blog posts and add in some sidebar stuff to the actual blog pages. So we'll add in like a categories area and a archives area as well. So first things first, we're going to create a blog page, and if you need more information on how to create pages, check out our other Hoolahoop help videos where there's more information on that. So we have one that specifically deals with creating pages. So for right now, I will just be creating the blog page, and I will go over the blog specific settings that you're going to need to do here. So for the page name, I'm just going to call this one blog, and this page name is what's going to show up here in my menu. So I want it to say blog, and then people can click on that, and then they will view the blog posts that I've created. So the page parent, I'm going to leave blank because it's going to be a top level page. I'm going to leave the page type to internal. The template though, I want one with a sidebar. So I'm going to use the secondary with sidebar template that we have set up in here. The rest I'm going to leave blank, and again, if you're looking for more information on how to create a page, we do have a Hoolahoop help video that specifically goes over that. This is all I'm going to need to set here for my blog page. So once I save this page, I'm going to create a blog in Hoolahoop. I'm going to bind it to this page here. So I'm going to hit the save button here. And now we have a link up in the top menu here that goes through to the blog page. There's nothing on there at the moment. So we will go through and we'll create a blog, and then we'll add some blog posts. So the first thing we're going to need to do now is create the actual blog. And to do that, under the My Websites Here option, we're going to select the blog module. And then over here on the left, in the blog filter area, we're going to select the Add New Blog button. When we click that, it'll bring up the Edit Blog Info screen here. So we're going to give the blog a title, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to call this one Main Blog here. What you can use the blog title for is on a blog you can have, on a website you can have multiple blogs. So you had one for crafts and one for arts. You would create one called crafts, and then you would create one called arts. So on this test blog here, we're just going to have the one, so I'm just going to call it main blog. The URL name is going to automatically fill in here. You can add in any keywords if you want in there. So this is the link that you're going to give people so that they can access the blog. The bind to page option here, that's where we choose the page that these posts that we create in just a second are going to show up on. So this is where you this is the step here. In the previous one, we created the page, and then this one here, we're binding the blog to that page. So I'm just going to do that by selecting the blog page from the bind to page drop down there. The post per page, that's where you choose how many blog posts you want to show up on the main blog page that you have. So say if we set it to 5 posts per page, what would happen is the first 5 posts would show up, the 5 most recent ones would show up on the first page, and then down at the bottom there'd be a little link to page 2 of the blog. People would click on that, and then they'd say if you had 10 posts, the next 5 would show up on that one there. The comment options here are automatically turned off. So if you do want to, you can turn these on, and then people will be able to set up an account in Hoolahoop, a member's account, and they'll be able to leave comments on your blog. We do recommend that if you do enable the comments, that you toggle on the comments require approval option here. And that'll just make it so you have, you're able to moderate the comments that people are leaving. And you can approve or deny comments that people add to the blog posts. If you do that, if you do turn on the require approval option there, you just have to set an admin email, and that's the email address that notifications are sent to when somebody leaves a comment on a blog. So I'm just going to put in my email address here, and I'm going to hit the save button here. And now that we've created our page, and we've created our blog, and we've bound it to that page, now we can go through and we can create a blog post. So to do that, I'm just going to select the new blog post option here. And the first thing that I'm going to do is over on the left here, check the main blog option. What that is going to do is it's going to make this blog post that I'm creating show up under that blog there. So again, this is where if you have one or two blogs, or 2 or 3 blogs on your website, this is where you choose which blog they're going to show up under. So say if you had one for arts and one for crafts, and you wanted to paste a blog post under crafts, you would just check off the crafts option for the post under blogs there. You're also able to set categories for blog posts, and that's how people are able to actually view different categories in your blog. So for this one here, I'm just going to select commercial and then educational. And then if people do decide, so later on in the sidebar, I'm going to add links for categories. And if somebody clicks on commercial, any posts that have been tagged with the commercial category will show up when they do that. You can also create new ones down here. So you just type in the name and then add the plus button here. And then you can turn that on there. So for now, I'm just going to do the commercial and educational. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to start actually creating the blog post. So I'm going to give my post a title. I'm going to call it my first blog post. And Hoolahoop automatically generates the link for the blog post, and it'll give you an example of how it's going to look down here. So this is going to be the link that you're going to give out to people, or say post on like your Facebook. If you want to get more people coming to the website, you can post this link on Twitter or Facebook. And the blog name here just is going to be main-blog. And that's just the Hoolahoop generated name for this blog here. You also have the ability to select a specific template for this blog page here. So when people click to read the full blog post, you can have that show up in a different template if you so desire. I'm just going to leave it blank because I wanted to use the same template as the blog page. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my content here. So I'm just going to copy this here. And I'm going to paste it in here like so. And again, there's a Hoolahoop help video that will go over adding content in Hoolahoop. You can check that out on support.hoolahoop.net, where the rest of the support/help videos are located. The only thing that's specific to blogs here is that you do have this insert break option there. And if you do add that in there, that'll make it so that on the main page, only this section here of the blog post will show up, and then people will have to click on the title of the blog to view more. So I've added in my text here. I have my post title. And then there's a couple optional search engine optimization things that you can do here. So you can give this page, like the blog post page, you can give it a description if you'd like, and you can also put in some keywords here. And those just will show up in the meta tag information, and those are totally optional. It just will help with search engine optimization. So in here you can give Google and Yahoo and Bing and other search engine bots just a bit more information on what this blog post is going to be about, and the content that's going to be in there. And it could help with your search engine rankings. So I'm going to leave those for now. I'm just going to jump back into the Details tab here. So again, I have my post title, and I have my content for my blog here. So you have a couple different options when you are saving your blog post. You can publish now, and then when you hit the save button, it will make the blog post live. Or you can choose the publish on option here, and then you can choose a day. So say, for example, if you wanted to queue up this blog post to show up on Friday, you can just select Friday from the calendar there. And then when you hit save, it'll be editable in Hoolahoop, and it won't show up on the blog until Friday. You also have the option here to save it as a draft. So if you're working on a blog post and it's not quite finished, and you don't have time to finish it, when like in your day, you can save it as a draft, and the next day you can come back into Hoolahoop and you can finish the post. It'll be available in Hoolahoop, and then you can publish it then. So for right now, I'm going to publish this one. So I'm going to select the Publish Now option, and then I'm going to hit the Save button here. And it saved that blog post. So now when I jump into Chrome here and view the website, I'm just going to do a quick refresh here. So you'll see that there is now a blog page link up here. So I can click on that. And then this is the URL that I can give out to people to view the main blog page for this blog. Again, I only have 5 posts showing up in here. There's 1 at the moment. If I did have more than 5, there would just be little options, like I said before, that people can click on at the bottom of the page there. So yeah, this is my title of my blog. I can click on it, and I can view the rest of the blog, and that'll take me to that specific blog post page. So again, you can have a different template on this page if you choose. I'm just going to jump back real quick here. It also tells you when it was posted, and then who posted it. So you can have multiple people in there posting blog posts if you want. Yeah, so that's the creating the blog page, creating the actual blog, and then creating blog posts for that page there. So the other thing that I'm going to do really quickly is just add in the sidebar here the archives links. I'm going to add in the categories links as well. So to do that, I'm just going to jump back into Hoolahoop here, and I'm going to select the My Website option, and then I'm going to go to the blog page. So what I can do here is in the sidebar area, I can add in an item, and then I'm just going to add in a header for the categories here. And let's make this the H2 style here. And now when I hit the Save button here, it'll add in that text there. And then we can go and we can add a gadget. So if I select that, it'll bring up the select gadget type dropdown. And from there, we can choose the blog categories option. And then it'll give us a list of the categories that we have created. So we can choose which ones show up as clickable links here in the sidebar. So say we wanted all of them to show up in here, all of the ones up to, say, industrial. We can just check those off there, and then we can hit the Save button. And then if people want to view other blog posts that have been assigned to other categories, they can just choose the category that they want to view from this list of links here. We can also add in an archive, and that'll give a breakdown, a month-by-month breakdown of blog posts. So say if people wanted to view blog posts that happened in July, they'd be able to click on the July link there, and it would show all the blog posts from that specific month. So if we select the gadget option here, we can choose the blog archives option, and then you choose which blog you want them to show up for. So we just have the one on this website. So we will hit the Save button here. And then what we can do is we can go in and we can add a header for that one. And then again, we will highlight it and apply the H2 style here, and then save it. And then we can just drag and drop this one here, like so. And there you have it. So now when I jump back into Chrome here and do a refresh, we have our sidebar information here. So the categories header, the archives header, and then beneath that, the categories gadget and the archives gadget as well. So that is how the blog module works. If you guys have any questions, just email us. You can reach us at support@hoolahoop.net, or you can leave a comment in the YouTube section here if you are viewing this walkthrough on YouTube. Thank you very much.